key events have happened in the area of international trade that was discussed on the show this year and that will have an impact on the international trade community going into 2023. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade. Welcome to our final episode of Trade on Tuesdays at 2 for 2022. Today, I will just do a quick recap of some of these events that are still worth watching as we move into 2023, while also offering 2 tips for moving forward. One geographical area that GRIIT has focused on throughout the year was Sub-Saharan Africa and the trade opportunities with U.S. businesses. Earlier this year, 3 Sub-Saharan African countries lost their eligibility status due to human rights violations. You can learn more about these countries that lost their eligibility status under the African Growth and Opportunities Act, or AGOA, due to the human rights violations and their shift away from democratic governance in episode 27. Also, we looked at the Asian region and the fact that on January 1st of this year, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement took effect. And in episode 30, we discussed what this means for U.S. companies interested in expanding throughout the Asian region, as well as the geopolitical implications with China being a part of the agreement and the United States not being a part of the agreement. For service providers, we looked at some of the data and saw growth in specific services-based exports, and those were mainly of professional services such as financial services and other businesses services from 2019 to 2021. And if you are a services-based exporter looking to expand a certain type of service, check us out on episode 32. Also, whereas import tariffs globally have declined in recent decades, exporters should also be aware of the technical barriers to trade or non-tariff barriers to trade, which have shown an increase and impact your ease of access into different markets around the world. And you can learn more in episode 34. And finally, the strong U.S. dollar has created a challenge for U.S. exporters by making the cost of their goods and services more expensive on the international market. At the same time, imports are less expensive, which creates an advantage for overseas producers and service providers wanting to access the U.S. market, which we discuss in episodes 36 and 37. So here are 2 things to do with this information. Number 1, reach out to us for assistance with currency exchange risk management, particularly if you are an exporter based in the United States and you're looking to expand to different markets around the world. We do have a team of people. We've partnered with another company that can help with your currency exchange needs so that you are not as impacted by the strong U.S. dollar. And number 2, subscribe to our newsletter for 2023, where GRIIT is partnering with other organizations to bring programs to you. And these are programs that will focus on providing you with the tools to leverage the many international opportunities while also reducing the risks associated with doing so. For example, in our newsletter, we're discussing how to access funding for small business exporters. Well, that's it for our Trade on Tuesdays at 2, our final episode for 2022. Have a wonderful and safe holiday season and see you in the new year.